if we're adults, we're having a conversation. We may not always agree. We probably shouldn't always agree.
Yeah.
However, if I know that
If we
I'm
do always agree,
annoyed,
something is not right about that.
yeah,
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
is
yeah.
in a
Somebody, yeah,
concubine.
yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to play this thing one more time, and we'll make sure we hit everything that we needed to hit on there. So we went through everything. Now, my main focus on the conversation was triggers and making each other nuts. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, I'm
like,
not right. Because first of all, I want anybody know me know I want to go to sleep. So I'm not going to be angry and upset. I
Oh
want to go to
yeah,
sleep.
yeah.
I want to be able to sleep peacefully
right.
and have
Right.
my dreams and wake up.
I
You
do
know,
too. I don't want her
I'm
looking
not
at me
doing
while
that.
I'm asleep.
All
Nah.
Like
right, I'm
I
going to
should,
play this
like
clip
yeah,
one
I
more
should get him
time.
while he's asleep.
Yes.
I'm going to play this clip one more
Most
time.
is also the one who triggers you most. That's not a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
It's how love actually works. Your partner isn't there just to make you happy. They're there to show you the parts of yourself you've been avoiding.
All right, let's talk about that part right there. The parts of yourself that you've been
Yeah,
avoiding,
they
okay?
helping,
I
they
said
helping you
that
grow.
earlier, Sonji.
They're helping
Remember,
you grow when they do
remember I
that.
said if you some things you put away, you tuck away,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't deal with them, and you think it's not triggering until something comes up
Something comes
and
up.
it
Yeah.
triggers you.
Mhm.
So now he has to mirror or challenge. Now this becomes a challenge
Mhm.
because you're thinking you're not bothered. Like, oh, I'm not bothered by that, and then now you're bothered because again, it wasn't happening. So we gonna use the famous leaving the toilet seat up.
Ah.
That's a trigger for most women. Why would you leave the toilet seat up, man?
And one for me is all right, so when I was coming up, long story short, that sometimes when I used to, be in and out a lot, hanging out when I was a kid, I was teenager, I would go out with my friends, I would come home, change my clothes and toss my clothes somewhere, right? And after doing that 3 or 4 or 5 times out of the week, I got a whole pile of clothes. I don't know where they at, all over the place, right? Then my stepmom would come into the room and say, "Y'all need to clean the room up." I'm like, "Okay." I would take all the clothes and throw them in the closet so she couldn't see them and shut the closet door. We had a very, very deep closet, so I pushed it all the way in the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I would never wash those clothes. What I would do is go buy new clothes. They were cheap. You go to them little cheap stores like Gallo and all them back in the day. Them little, buy 3, 4 outfits for whatever. So I never really had to wash my clothes. And as soon as I got paid, I'd buy 5 or 6 more new outfits. And in the summertime, they'd thin. And I would just, repeat the process. Now, once I got out of the house and got my own place, I realized that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Even though my parents always told me clean up after myself. So eventually, I started cleaning up after myself, washing my clothes, putting them away, doing the things that I'm supposed to do. Now, and I get a significant other, or I start dating somebody, and then we happen to he spend the night or something like that, or I spend the night over his house, and I see that he doesn't clean up after himself, right? How, as a person of myself, if it's like myself, we're trying to grow as a couple, but you never grow past that.
Mm.
So, what do you think about that?
Oof.
Mm.
That's gonna be a
Yeah,
challenge.
that's
That's gonna be first of all, as adults. Now, mind you, it's one thing to be a messy Marvin. It's one thing to be disorganized,
Mm-hmm.
and it's another thing to just be damn right dirty.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't even want to even think about it.
So, how do I approach that, Derek, as a man that is trying to help her significant other get past that hurdle? The socks on the floor, the crunchy socks on the floor, the underwear under the bed, weird crap.
I need for the bed.
I'm just saying, after it falls on the side of the bed,
sounds
it
just
ends
like
up
you
getting
talking
kicked
about
under.
my past life.
Okay, so you would understand.
Yeah.
How does that work, Derek? Come on, tell
Like,
me.
how does a female that
Navigate through that.
how does she tell you that this is something that you have to overcome in order for us to grow as a couple? Because other than that, we're gonna be like Felix Unger in on the odd couple. Like, you got one side of the room clean, the other side of the room dirty, and then the side of the room is
Actually,
clean start to get dirty because you see extra space that's clean. You start throwing your stuff on a clean space. I'm like,
how I dealt with that
like Home Alone.
was like she had her room, I had my room.
Understood.
Y'all had 2 separate rooms?
2 separate rooms.
But how
So
does
who
that
was
make
the
you
one-
better?
She want to keep her room messy. I keep mine clean.
Oh,
But how
a
does-
messy woman?
So how does that make your
How does that
relationship
work?
better? You don't grow. Somebody still laid back into the teenage years.
I mean, eventually we moved apart.
Of course.
Yeah.
She kept a nasty room? Jared?
Don't say it like that. Don't
Nah,
say it like
I wouldn't.
that. They just had
Just the
a
clothes was on the floor. And,
On the floor?
You know,
They wasn't like the panties she took off that night.
oh don't
They just left them on the floor. They was multiple pairs of panties.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So.
Oh yeah. You gotta go.
it smell fishy in there.
Not only that, I think because most girls are raised to keep a clean and oily space, and it gets especially once they start having sex and having their own kids and stuff of that nature, and just keeping everything afloat. I feel sorry for you.
we can't we can't justify that in any kind of way.
I
But I'm
can't.
just saying it's a growth thing. It's like when do we ever
I
grow
mean,
I
up?
come from the era
I
where you had
gave
to
it-
wash your panties out
I
in the
gave
sink
it time.
every night.
I gave it time. Like, I said, look. I even started talking about feng shui and everything.
Oh, he really liked her.
Like-
Feng shui. He said feng shui.
Like if your clothes is everywhere like this, you can't function.
You
like
can't.
You want to.
When you have a disorderly, that's how you know when most people
I
are
had to break it down. to
are
like-
having some mental stuff going on because of their space, and a
That's
lot of
true.
people don't know that.
That
Check
is
a person's
absolutely
space.
true.
If you check
True.
check a person's environment, that is the first indication that something is off.
Yeah.
They could be again.
My
One is disorganized. Disorganized is disorganized.
yeah.
Clutter is just their brain is cluttered. That means everything is just overwhelming. They overstimulated some kind of way and just damn right filthy. Jesus, go get them some meds.
My stepfather told me, he said, you can tell a lot about a woman on how she keep the inside of her car.
Oh, my car used to be a mess, but my house wasn't like that.
My house, yeah, I got stuff. In
But my car used to be a mess, and it was
He was
because
saying, buy your car because that's before you even go in her house. You already know what you're working with by just looking at the inside of her car.
But you know what?
I don't think that's true.
But I can appreciate the gesture of what he's saying as far as her house, but it could be different because what I've heard from psychologists is that people have one place that they have what we would call like a junk drawer, but they may not have everything junky. It may have a drawer that's unorganized and junky, but that's the only thing. So that might be.
And not only that,
If
the
it's their
woman's
car-
space, their home is their sacred space.
Yeah, so
it's
if it's
sacred.
their-
It's a whole different space. So again, women don't look at their cars like men look at their cars.
Yeah, y'all
Y'all
definitely
look at
it
your
different.
cars differently. Like for us, our cars is a means of transportation
mean,
to get
I
from
get
A
it.
to B.
Like-
So mind you, if you talking about women who are doing multiple roles, you got the kids or the grandkids, you got groceries, you got this job or school. Like I'm not saying that it's filthy.
No,
Again,
I'm talking
I'm not
about
gonna
filthy.
lie. All right, Derek, going back to what you were saying.
I'm talking about like
This
if
is a
it's
lesson. I'm gonna take this as a lesson and intervention.
gum
period.
stuck everywhere.
Oh, gum
Yeah.
in the car?
Yeah.
Like all trash and all that stuff.
Oh no.
But here's the thing: I'm not gonna make excuses for none of it. It's like I'm not saying what he said. What was it? Your uncle? You said, Derek?
My
With
stepfather.
Your stepfather. I agree with what your stepfather is saying as far as looking out for something like that. But suppose you go into her house and her house is clean, then that may be just the thing that she needs your help with. You follow me?
Take her car to get it clean.
Right. So you could help her with that and just talk to her like, listen, babe, your house is clean. How come your car's like that? And she'll say something like
I mean,
exactly
it's
what
different.
Tilithia said.
I'm
No.
not gonna say I completely judge her off.
No,
her
I don't
car,
want you to
but-
judge her. I'm saying use it as a lesson is what I'm saying. It's like that's what in other words, you are the male, right? You're gonna find something, right?
Right.
So if you find something, if it all goes like if you say you go to the car and the car is junky, the house is junky, then you know that matches up.
I'm just saying if she keep the car like that majority of the time.
He said stuck gum.
Right, here's
Ain't
what-
nobody
here's
having
what-
no stuck gum
here's
nowhere.
what
That's
I'm saying.
disgusting.
Here's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
like stuff like that.
Here's
like-
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you does not have anything to do with the junk. It has something to do with the lesson,
Mm.
right? So if you see, this is the part that I was talking about before, where you try to fix something where it's already together. Like you go in our house and say, oh, I like your house. It's very pretty. Let's move the couch over here. Let's move the couch over there. She already got that together.
Mm.
But instead of saying, okay, let's help her out with the car, you're going to try to help her out with stuff that she already have together, which makes no sense. So when you see the deficiency, which is, and you see that where there's a problem, go to where the problem is. Don't go to where the problem is not.
That's true.
So what I see
But
happens
what
is
if she keeps
they
it
pick
that
on.
After you help her, what if she keeps
So
it that
what?
way?
I'm not helping. I'm trying to paint a picture that you have to
got you.
follow the footsteps,
I
right?
got
You have to follow the breadcrumbs. So the breadcrumbs are the house is in order, but the car isn't. What most men do is get intimidated about how neat the house is and start complaining about the wrong thing and ignore the problem of the car, right?
Just take her car to get clean and clean
no,
it.
that's not going to be
Yeah, I
it.
did
It's
that.
like you talk to her and be like, oh, I see that, your house is immaculate, but what's going on with your car? So if you say that to me, I'll be like, you know what? You're right. What happens is I'm always in a rush. I'm always late for work because it's going to be a problem somewhere. I'm late for work.
That's true.
So by me always running late for work in the morning, I got all this junk in my car, hot curlers, all kind of weird stuff, shoes, change of clothes. I done took these shoes off because they didn't match my outfit because I'm running out the house with shoes in my hand. I do it every day. By the time you look, she's got about 5 pairs of shoes.
I'm going to say every woman got at least 2 pairs of shoes
Yeah.
in the
the
car.
back of the
We
car.
got a pair of shoes in it. It might not be
understand
the appropriate shoe for the
That's
day,
fine.
but we
That's
have a
fine.
pair of shoes.
I see the shoes.
So that's
and
the
all that.
point. That's the point I'm making. So
I'm patient though.
But what
I'm
I'm
very
saying
patient
is
to a
you're
certain
not,
degree.
you're a teacher. So look at it like, okay, so what is the problem? If she's getting up late in the morning because she's hanging out with you all night, she's going to end up losing her job, right? But if you're not mindful, because there's a lot of men that ain't, they just trying to get whatever. They want all the attention from the woman and things like that. And she ends up losing her job. Oh, baby, don't worry about it. I got you. I'll take care of you. But that's not what she wanted. She wanted to be honorable, like not just a menace. You know what I'm saying? You turning her into a menace and making it okay that she's late for work or she's not doing this and whatever. You're not doing anything to help her. Okay, baby, I'm gonna give you a call in the morning. Make sure you get up on time. I'm gonna help you clean that car out, and I'm gonna help you not keep that habit up of junking your car. Right?
I got a question, son.
Go ahead.
You remember we had a show a while ago about how women they don't want you to solve their problems. They just want you to be aware of the problem.
But that's not always the case because this is
I don't. I
your
want you to
significant
solve my
other.
problems.
This is your
That's
significant
true. It's not
other.
always the case, but I'm just saying there are
It's
there
all
are those
about
types.
how you doing it. It's all the
I want you
point
to solve my problems.
exactly. The point I'm making is how you do it.
I'm a
Like,
service
are
lady.
you
Anybody
trying
know
to
that?
do it for brownie points, or you trying to do it to actually help her? You follow me? Are you gonna add to her problems, or you gonna subtract her problems and then
Right.
help
I
her
always
subtract
believe in
her
adding.
own problems?
Yeah.
Right, and I believe that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, people sit back and they only address the problems that affect them. You follow me? So it's like if she can't cook and she cooking you food that tastes nasty, you want to jump in and try to help out. I understand that, but it's other things that led up to all of that. So I'm saying is like whenever there's a problem that you may trigger, as we were speaking about earlier, it's always a trail. So going based on what you just said, Derek, about the car, not to deviate from that, not to move the goalpost, the car, it's an issue. You follow me? And she may need help.
But answer
I
this.
seen
How
men that had
answer this?
junky
How
cars,
often
too.
are you really getting into her car? That's another thing too. Like, how often are you really getting into her car?
Is that
No,
change?
it's-
Is that changing the goalpost though?
I'm just
Nah,
asking. I'm just
because-
asking just because. I mean, he
Really,
noticed
you don't
it.
even have to get in
Right,
there.
he
You can just
noticed
see
it. Right, I'm just saying you noticed it, and it is a good observation. However, again, is this going to be detrimental to the relationship? The house is immaculate. How often is he really getting into her car besides to go gas it up?
It is. This is a growth. This is a growth.
I'm just saying, Sonji.
You don't have to get in the car. It's a growth issue.
I'm asking because
Yeah,
that's
you
not
have to
my
get in the car.
situation.
I know.
Again,
It
I
was
want you to
mine.
know
It was
how
didn't let
often
it,
are
I
you
didn't
really
let
getting
that become an issue because of that. I
right?
didn't get
Because
into that
you're
much.
not getting in
I
it.
didn't want to get in there
it
and
but the
look
thing
at all that.
You make it seem like she
you're
got roaches
not
in
going
there.
to. It will be. It will be. It
I don't
will
know.
be. It
Sonji,
will
I
be
don't
if
know.
you don't clean it up.
Right. Yeah.
So it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? And the
Mhm.
thing is, it's like all you. It's
Y'all
not.
keep giving me that look like, yeah, it's bad.
It is, and the thing is, it's not the end of the world. It's like either you're gonna help that person or you're not gonna help that person.
Nah, I don't
If
let
you
it get
feel
too.
like that you cannot intervene with something like that, like say I get in the car and my significant other got all kinds of stuff. He had a rough day. He had all kinds of stuff in there from what he ate early today. I'm going to get a trash bag and I'm going to clean it out, right? Immediately.
That's
I
what I've
know
done.
that
I've
the
been like,
person doesn't
I
do
know
this
you
all
didn't
the
have time,
time.
so we can go to the
We're
car
gonna clean
wash
it
right
out
now and clean it up.
on
Yeah.
an everyday basis. Every time I see you, and to the point where I don't see that problem anymore. But if you wait until it piles all the way up and there's 15 pairs of shoes back there, because they're never home. They live out their car. You know, so they're always changing. They go home, they go to one job, they go to another job. It's not the fact that they just dirty. It's just that they are moving a lot. And they keep, and I'm like, oh, your car's starting to smell like feet, yo. What's going on?
The time
Like, let me help
management is
you.
all.
Yeah, let me help you out. You don't have the time. And so it's like, let me help you out. And they happy because you're not making them feel bad about it. Like what we're talking about, making a person feel bad about it. You're actually trying to help and not be a hoe. You know that word, T. But me, I'm telling you, at one point, I used to have a lot of shoes and stuff in my car too, clothes, shoes, and everything. The shoes would be in the back seat, all down on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And then, I would have somebody help me clean it out, but they didn't make me feel bad about it because I was like, I was like, whoa, you got a lot of shoes. I know I need help. So, like you said, Derek, going back to what you said, they would want that help. They would want to change. They would want to grow. You follow me? But I'm not going to make you feel bad every time you mess up. I'm going to try to help you. And then after a while, like you said, Derek, if it's not going to be done, just like you would do your own children, if they not, if your significant other is not going to change and they're going to just use you as a crutch to keep cleaning up after them, hell no.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying.
saying? You're not doing that. But if you see a change, then you know
Help me
y'all
keep
growing
it clean,
together. Help me help
even
you.
though it's yours.
Help
But
me
help
help
me.
you.
Yeah.
What you think, T? Because you looking all like, what you want?
Baby
I ain't got it.
I mean, if they keep
What
doing
you
the same thing
need?
over and over again,
I ain't got it.
it's like,
bad behavior is bad
yeah,
behavior.
it's
Like
how can
again,
you keep
how
helping them?
help right? Because you don't want no help at this point. Like enough is enough. But if you take ownership and say, "Hey, I'll make sure that your car is clean once a week or whatever, or every 2 weeks," but can you keep it up until the next time? Be help. You just the dirty, nasty person.
They might
I'm
take
not trying to
advantage of
get
that.
away from that. So you can be good in these 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 areas, but this fifth area right here is maybe somebody else's non-negotiable. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
can't say for Dirk that
You
you
already
should
in
stick
there.
it through when you keep on saying the same thing, and the more and more you try to give a solution and problem solve it and
Yeah.
make a happy medium, you keep doing the opposite thing.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's just taking advantage of a person. So no, I don't. You have to form your own non-negotiables.
All right. So the second part, this other part was talking about. So we just finished up about the growth part, right? I just believe that you can grow together with your significant other as long as you guys are on the same page. And that you are actually trying to help each other get to the next level of whatever level that is that you're trying to reach. You know that if you are pretty much not cleaning up after yourself and things like that, it has a lot to do with what's going on in your head, like you said, T. So you got to clear your head and may have to force yourself. You got to force yourself to do certain things until it becomes a habit, right? So you may have to force yourself not to carry those extra pair of shoes every day into the car till you got 15 pair in there that you got to get out of there by the end of the week. You might want to do it on a daily basis, clean that stuff up on a daily basis. for the simple fact that you don't want to see it that next morning. Once you get used to not, because you gotta be seeing it, and it's like either you training yourself to not see the junk, but if you do see the junk, most people, men or women, do not like to live in a bunch of filth, and if they are living in it, it's because they're programming their brain that it doesn't exist. It is there. You know what I mean? So you have to clean it up every day so that you get used to seeing it clean and want it to be clean. But the other thing is just, and I'm saying that as far as us growing together and wanting to be in a relationship where you're not triggering each other. Like if I see a pair of socks on the floor and I know I said, please don't throw the socks on the floor, either I'm going to be complacent with it after a while, or I'm going to keep being triggered by it, or I'm just going to give up altogether and just be out of there. And I'm only using socks as an example of something that you're tolerating that you know daggone well that you don't want to tolerate. So either you're going to tolerate it or you're not going to tolerate it, or you guys going to grow together and get over that huddle. So the other thing was about being happy. The next level of it was, your mate is not just there for you to be happy. And that's what something you were saying earlier, T, about the good things and the bad things. And we're not going to always be la 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 skipping around and being happy. Certain things are going to happen in your life that's not gonna be so joyous. You're not going to be so happy about. So how do you handle those times? That's a growth situation also, right?
Right.
So how do you handle when things are not going the way that you want to go?
I don't think that's a question you can answer until you in it. Like
you
I
can
can say
plan.
all day long what I will and will not do until I'm in it. Like if it's a hard no and you already know that's your non-negotiable, then that's a whole different story. But if you're talking about some minor altercation or disagreement between you and somebody, I don't know what I'll say. Who you know me? I don't. Ain't no
Yeah, you can
telling.
only tolerate
I
but
only
so
can
much.
tell them what. First of all, it's gonna be brutally honest. That's one thing. But again,
I
if
gotta be brutal.
cause I am, that's just me. Like you can call it a big A or whatever, and I
You
understand
can't
that.
be honest without the brutal part.
Cause sometimes people don't know how to take it. It's not even I'm trying to be malicious or to make you feel a certain kind of
How
way.
you so pretty and brutal at the same time?
Cause that's just
that don't go
me.
together.
It does. It's
Beauty
me.
and brutal.
What?
I'm just saying, like everybody don't. I don't think you should sugarcoat the things that need to change.
Sometimes stuff need to be sugar coated.
I
depends on the
don't
person.
think you, and that's how you keep getting in the same cycle of over trying to get over to the next step because you keep saying, "Oh well, Dirk, I really wanted you to clean out the car." Dirk don't understand none of that.
How
Dirk,
you know
I need
that?
to.
How you
Dirk,
know that?
I need you to clean that car out.
Oh
Right.
hell no!
I
I'm
I
not
don't
cleaning
care
that
how
car.
good she look.
Yes,
I'm not doing it.
I'm
not
just
doing it.
saying it depends on the person,
It does.
and again, I'm not telling you that I got all the answers because I don't.
This is an intervention.
Because the
What
way
I
she
do,
said
I
it,
don't know
I
what
might
I'm
think
going to
she's up
say.
or something.
I don't know what I'm going to say. It depends on the situation.
All right, let's roll it back. Okay, I'm saying to you, I understand what we would call indirect and direct conversation, right?
Right.
You call it brutally honest. I'm calling it
Direct.
direct.
Okay.
So most of the time, men come in a direct manner, women come in an indirect manner,
Right.
because we do not want to offend. Our job is to get the message to the person without offending them. So that's where the triggers come in. And sometimes men have to come at us indirectly also because we're their significant other. But when they're talking to another man, they come direct. So when a man is speaking to his woman, he may feel like he needs to be direct, but he's too direct, and as you would call it, brutally direct. So now they are bumping heads. But he's supposed to treat her with the same type of kindness that she's giving him. So you guys got to come to each other in a kind manner. That's what
Brutally honest doesn't mean that you're not kind.
No. What I'm saying is, it depends on your approach, which we've been saying all along. So
Right. And again, it depends on the conversation. So again, we talking about the car. We're gonna still use the same car scenario that Derek asked her not to keep the car a mess. He keeps cleaning the car up, and she keeps cleaning. She keeps leaving it a mess. How many? She heard Derek the first time, not the second time, the first time. So she's not mindful of his time, his space, and the solution that he has given to the problem.
Well,
so I'm not going to keep repeating myself because you're not my child.
Well, here's the deal. Either you love that person or you don't.
I don't.
All right, so then that's another subject.
So
but at the end of the day,
that means you gotta take
that's
all that
abuse.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying to you is, if you love a person, you know they have a habit that has been formed, and you're gonna help them break that habit. Now, they've been doing this for a long time. If you actually truly are trying to help them grow, and you say you're the teacher, right? You know when it's time to fold, right? And
so
you know when it's not.
If they still doing this 3 years in,
that's why I say you know when it's time to fold. Okay. And Derek knew when it was time to fold.
No, I'm not doing it.
How many years you say in?
3 years in, you still doing the same thing? Yeah. That's too long.
Right.
Well, the thing is what I'm saying to you, the conversation, like we're saying right now, the intervention may not have went the way that it should have went. They did not understand the assignment. You follow me? So if they are able to, there's some habits that are harder to break than others, right? But that particular person who keeps their house clean and their car's not up to par, I guarantee it's easier for them to get that car back in order. It's just that whatever the case was, that's their little junk room. Listen, your little junk room is too big. You need to move that to a junk drawer. But at the end of the day, you got the one that is junky in the house and junky in the car. You're going to have a harder time trying to get that in order. They may need help. You follow me? To get that in order. Do you think it's gonna it's gonna take a certain amount of years? You may be married to this person already. I know a person that used to be.
They need to put a housekeeper in the budget then, because I'm not understanding. Like,
what I'm saying is, it's all about habits.
They need to put a housekeeper in the budget, because at the end of the day, they're not a cleaner. So we trying to fix a problem that is never going to be fixed.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, Sonji.
It's in your situation. Now, I've seen situations where people who have turned around because they loved their significant other and they did not want to lose them for anything.
It ain't taking 3 years.
No, we didn't even say anything about 3 years. That's you with the 3 years.
Yeah, that's too
long.
What
I'm saying is, I've ran into somebody that actually had they ran into a person that has OCD, right? And then I told the person, I said, listen, this person's apartment is set up like he got OCD. And she was like, oh, la, 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 la. She act like it wasn't, like you saying, she act like it wasn't no big deal. She was leaving, disorganizing things and leaving cabinet doors open. And the guy was tall. I told y'all this story before. The guy was tall, right? Her house wasn't dirty. She just had a habit of not closing stuff. She would open things and not close it back. And I noticed it, but nobody never said anything to her about it. I noticed it because I'm the type of person that when I like to close things, like if I open a drawer, it's closed. If I open a cabinet, it's closed for safety reasons. I don't want to hit my head because I'm like, what, do you leave a refrigerator door open too? I'm saying they had a habit of leaving things open. So I was like, I'll follow them step by step, and I saw them. I said, yo, you just got a knife and a fork. You left the drawer open, and the cabinet door is open, and that's open. Everywhere you go, you leaving a trail of foolishness. I'm like, but she didn't know she was doing this. But I brought it to her attention. She didn't make a big deal out of it. Now, after she got married to this man, later on, I started seeing that she don't do this anymore. Right?
She didn't know that she was leaving the drawers open.
She had a habit of not closing things. I'm telling you, because maybe she had somebody that went behind her, right? So if you, Derek, went behind a person and clean up behind them, daggone right, 3 years later, you're gonna be still doing it, right?
Yeah, habits can
Because
last a long time.
Yeah, habits can
right.
last a long
But
time.
I don't know what happened. This person is the total opposite now. When I went to their house again, none of that foolishness was going on. They must have had a conversation.
But she said she didn't know that she was doing it. So, first of all, it's
She
the
never,
awareness.
she never said that she didn't know she was doing it. I noticed that she didn't know she was doing it.
Oh, okay.
Right? But she must have had a
She got used to doing
conversation.
it for so long.
Yeah,
I
and
think
nobody called her
something
out on
natural
it,
to her.
right?
And I told her, I was the only one that said something. I said, babe, you know that your guy kind of looked like he got OCD because his house is immaculate. I'm like, why he got his remotes all in order? Like this, you gonna drive him nuts, right? And she was like, oh no. But he loved her so much. He let it pass while he was in his house. But when they moved together, I didn't see no evidence of that ever again. So they must have had a conversation in between there. She loved him. They had a conversation in between that worked, that communication.
Because she valued and respected him. And so that's another thing is
That's-
respect.
that's
The
where we was
respect
trying to get
piece.
to. That's
The
where we was
respect
getting to.
piece is there, and that's another thing. So do a woman has to respect a man, period, for you to get them to do anything.
And
So
trust.
that's another trust and respect go
Yep.
hand in hand. They almost they definitely sisters. So they definitely sisters. So she don't respect you enough, so she's not gonna value you to do anything. And listen, honestly,
She got to respect
she has
herself,
to
too.
respect. Yeah, outside of her, well, she clearly thinks all the respect is just supposed to be one sided. But
It's not necessarily true. It's just like you can't expect a wounded person to act like they healed, and you got a person that comes in that knows and can notice that that person is wounded. He can't come straight out and say she wounded because she doesn't know that she's wounded. So this is what men do. They come in and try to help heal, but it is a method to that madness. It's like, first of all, you gotta have your stuff together because she's gonna see your weaknesses as well as you seeing her weaknesses. So if you guys are vulnerable enough to help each other, or even in the position that you can even help each other, because it's like T. How's one angry person going to help another angry person?
we not. We not. We both gonna be angry together to burn the house down. Like
He
it's
said it, burn the house down.
it's no getting around it. Like if
So some of these couples ain't even supposed to be together.
they not say that part,
They
they
not.
not supposed to be together, and you keep trying to force it to work, knowing it does not work. It don't work. I don't care how you slice the pie. Y'all don't belong together. I don't care if y'all got 50 years together. 5 days in, you knew you should have walked away, but you didn't. You keep trying to hold on and hold on and hold on. For what? To make your life miserable. Or you think you don't want nobody else to get that man, and you don't even want him. Or you don't want nobody else to get that woman, and you don't even want her. That's the craziest mess ever. Let him go. And you'll have some freedom, some peace, some joy, some happiness, some love.
Some people are codependent to the
Codependent.
foolishness. Codependent to the foolishness. And I'm just saying, don't be so stubborn that you do not want to change for yourself and for your couple, being a couple, because you got to grow together. It's like you don't want to be into a relationship 15 years out and y'all supposed to be taking care of each other, and one of you guys have an issue and the other person's like, oh, this is my cue to get out of here. I'm not taking care of you. You can't take care of me no more. I'm not taking care of you. And so you done built that monster, Mr. Majestic Rod. You do not want to build a monster. You know what I'm saying? She's only going to be there as long as you're taking care of her. And then once something happened to you after you spent all that time, as T said, with somebody, and as soon as something, God forbid, happens where you can't take care of yourself, this joker is out of there.
They gone.
Out of there. And
They gone.
but you got to be able to take care of her in a way that with the loving kindness that she can reciprocate the love back. When you're not getting that stuff back, you gonna look around. What that one comedian say? They looking for a life partner now. They looking for somebody gonna take care of them. And
They got a hospice. She got a hospice husband.
listen.
Hospice,
At the end of the
Because
day,
again, at the end of the day,
are
he
your
done did
kids
whatever,
gonna take
whatever.
care of you
Right.
when you get older? Or your kids gonna take care of you? You know which kid gonna take care of you. What kid is gonna be like, listen,
Sonji, what my son say?
I
When
ain't
he
got time for it.
Sonji, what did
I
my son
got a-
say today?
I
He
got a
not taking
room.
in neither one of his parents.
I'm like, I got a room, but it ain't for that.
Sonji, what did he say? He not taking in either one of his parents unless they on their last leg.
So you
My son said that today.
even on the
Didn't he,
last leg?
Sonji?
How about on the last
Yes,
leg?
he said that. He
Huh?
said.
What kind of
Unless he-
invitation is that? I
he
don't
said
even want to
unless
go
he-
there no
You got
more.
two sons.
I don't
Yeah.
want to go to your house.
He said he
What you
was
gonna
not
do?
taking in neither one of his
I'm eating
parents
soup for the rest of the
until
week. He not
that
feeding me.
he physically had to. Like it was no other choice. Other than that,
not taking
he,
Did
did
he say
it
why
there.
he said that?
he said we can't live with him. That's what he said.
And
He
the
did-
thing is, it's like I don't want to have to be a burden on.
I don't
want to
live with him either.
I want to make sure that my significant other is going to take care of me, and I'm going to take care of him, and we're going to love each other. We're going to take care of each other.
Yep.
I'm not going to put him in the grave by feeding him a whole bunch of food, and he'd be like 200, 300 pounds, and I got to take care of 200, 300 pounds. I'm going to need to take care of whatever it is that I can take care of the size that he is. If you 250 something pounds, I can't take care of you. Something happened to you, I'm wheeling you around in a barrel.
You know what? That made me think now. Statistics say that women outlive men,
they do
and that's part of the reason why.
because we start taking care of y'all.
No,
Oh.
not to take care of,
Because y'all fat.
no, the things that they go through with each other.
Yes.
Not just that.
I
either.
understand.
The responsibilities and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like men do a lot of physical work. Women may not do the same. They may not have the same job as a man have
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, y'all run yourself down. And our job is to try to, help you.
Not help you run yourself down.
Yeah, we try to help you, but y'all hard headed too.
Like the guy at work, he said, yeah, women make better decisions than us men do. I agree with him too.
We did to a certain extent.
We're
So,
practical.
to a
We're
certain
we're
extent.
more practical.
So again, most women men are logical.
We practical.
But if you get a practical woman with some logic and her intuition on fleet, baby, you got a beast.
But you gotta
because she
recognize
gonna
her.
and
Yup.
she got that discernment, that insightfulness that she can guide you with and let you lead and just sit back and let you lead, baby. You on for the mountaintop, honey.
Yep, just don't
Just
keep making the same mistakes over and over.
Yeah,
as we
you
keep
definitely
talking
for the
about.
mountaintop.
Yeah, it's like
Most men who are very, 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 very successful are married. That's first of all, they're married. That part that people keep trying to miss and put us against each other. And they'll tell you,
That's
I
true.
would not have gotten here without my wife.
They say it every time.
They say it every time.
All right, so I got
So
one
what
to get
about
this
the ones
last
that's
part.
successful without a?
So
Without that
let's talk about it. Most of those guys are athletes, entertainers, things of that nature.
All right, so I want to get to the part where the challenges and the wounds that have not been healed. Let's go. We're gonna do challenges and the wounds. The challenges. Okay. You want to take that, T?
The challenges,
Yeah, women. Your significant other may challenge you.
yes, all the time. They better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a force. Anybody know me? I'm a force to be reckoned with. So he gonna have to challenge me in ways not to emasculate him. I need a leader. I don't need nobody that I can't follow. That's just not me. I'm not gonna follow you to no swampy pond and think you're gonna tell me to drink the water. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Don't. Oh my God, Stompy. Oh,
So again, I'm a lady who has 2 young men.
no swampy ponds.
I was raised by my dad, so you can't lead me to the swampy water. You have to be a man,
So what's your
and
idea
lead.
of a challenge?
It doesn't have to be. The challenge could be, for me. Anybody know I work a lot, so me the challenge is just to take a breather, rest, and be able to tell me to rest
What
without
about-
making it seem like I'm telling you what to do. Hey,
What
you need a timeout.
What about learning something like something that maybe a dance or something that you guys can
Well, you
dance
know me,
together?
I'm a learner. I stay in school, so me I'm an open book.
What
Teach
if,
me. I'm always
what if
sucking
he
up
says he
knowledge.
wants you to learn something about being more feminine?
I will be open to learn.
And
Again, if we doing an even exchange, doing a tango or something, a waltz, because again, I believe in reciprocity. I believe in reciprocity. So if you want to teach me how to dance, I'm going to teach you how to swim. I'm gonna teach you something because again, it's a two-way street. It's one of those things where I'm not I'm not asking you to dominate me and make me domicile. I'm your mate. We're equally yoked.
okay, what you think, Derek, about the
No,
challenge?
I was just
So,
thinking
Derek,
about
what you think about the challenging?
um
Did y'all do? Did you do
like
that in
my
any
mate.
of your relationships?
What
Challenge your mate?
yeah, she challenged me.
No, I
Well,
mean you challenging
oh
her.
yeah, yeah, all the time. Like I think it was too much. I challenged her too much.
What was your approach?
Um, like well, feng shui was one of them.
Keep
But
the house clean, girl.
That's a
Listen,
challenge.
we're gonna get. You have to have the house
um,
clean, please.
and also to eat healthy.
That's a
Oh,
good
that's a
challenge.
good
That's an
challenge.
awesome challenge.
Yeah.
So I would challenge my mate to not eat outside the house. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to eat healthy, because you're you he would have to be able to tell me what he ate during the day in order for me to prepare a meal to counteract the foolishness he may have already eaten. So say
Yeah.
he ate a
Mhm.
whole bunch of
Some
pizza
people don't think
earlier
that
that
way.
day, and because I'm trying to figure out why he's gaining all this weight, right? Because
Mhm.
I know what I'm feeding him, right? So say he ate pizza earlier that day, like a whole damn pizza, right? And then come home, he not really that hungry, but he loves my food. So I come and I'm feeding him spaghetti, and I'm talking about with the garlic bread and ground turkey and all the veggies, the green onions, the peppers, and it just tastes delicious, right? And I'm throwing all this cheese on top of it. This ninja already had like 8 slices
He had the whole
of
piece of pie.
pineapple pizza. Never told me though, right? So I'm like, "How? Oh, you hungry? Oh, I'm starving. I'm starving. Like always starving, right?" But then, like a week later, you like, "Yo, you putting on a lot of weight. What's going on? Why are you so thick? You thicker than a stick of my man. You still sexy though, you know." And then I'm like, "Wait a minute." Then I start thinking, "What you been eating during the day?" "Oh, nothing. I don't be eating nothing." I look in the car. Going back to your car, Mr. Majestic Raw. I look in the car. I see receipts,
For pizza.
of all these places that I didn't eat at, right? So I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'm looking and I'm seeing the trash bag got pies and cakes. "Oh, I eat this to stay awake." Bro, all you had to do was tell me, because then I can fix you a salad.
That's
Now,
terrible.
I'm feeding you all this food because I think you hungry. Like, okay, he needs some substance or whatever you want to call it. He needs some bulk. Let me put you some grits and some salmon and give you all this stuff. They stick to your rib, and you got rib stuck stuff already. Rib stuck
You
stuff.
might need to ask him what do he need that replace whatever he's doing outside of eating at home.
Well, the thing is he's supposed to have been fasting. It was a
Oh,
lie.
fasting.
Like, how you fasting
He eating on the go too, cause I'm
and
guilty of
trying
that.
to stay
I'm
awake?
guilty of that, and it's
This
hard.
the only thing that I can eat to stay awake. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send you some fruit and different things that you can take and you can eat and snack to keep you awake. You know what I'm saying? Which could be really cool and everything like that. But this was before. I'm like, oh, I need
Yeah.
to go on a diet. What you need to go on a diet? I didn't. What's going on? I find out you cheating on me with the food on the side. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't nobody else's cooking, so he got a pass.
Yeah.
It was just
Because if it was
food.
somebody else cooking,
I'm
Wow.
like,
Shirley,
oh,
you got a problem.
Y'all call that cheating too?
Yes, you
Yes.
better not feed mine. I don't care who
That's
you are.
cheating, 'cause
If you
once-
feed him, you can have him.
Yeah, cause
You can't do that.
Nah,
And
That's
Yeah.
you cannot. Please
if
don't.
you want
What you going? Yeah, that's not a good look for
But
neither one of
listen,
y'all.
I want to know. Tell me, if somebody else is feeding you, I ain't
Well,
got to
these
cook.
women, they gotta know how to cook then.
Yes,
If
sir.
they don't want that man stepping out. Eating
Well,
every other
we're
woman's
in a
food.
different generation because I know how to cook. I don't know. I mean, I think I come from a generation where
I
we
can cook.
cooking was